To embarrass Tony, Mike deliberately threw a lit firework at him. It ended up severely burning Tony's arm. But instead of caring about Tony's injury, his two friends tried to make him forgive Mike by cutting their own hands with a knife to threaten him. That was the moment Tony realized he never mattered as much as Mike in their hearts. So he filled in Yale University on his college application and decided to leave the friends he once loved. The three of them had grown up together since childhood. The two girls even used to say they would marry him one day. At first, Tony thought their friendship would last forever, until Mike showed up. Then the girls slowly started treating Tony differently. Angry and heartbroken, Tony made up his mind to leave the city. He packed everything they had ever given him and dumped it all into the trash. But just then, one of the girls came home and saw it. She accused Tony of overreacting. Over something so small. She had no idea Tony was about to leave for school overseas without telling them. Tony quickly explained he wasn't mad, just that the stuff had gotten moldy. Then he turned around and walked away without looking back. The next morning, Tony opened his social media feed after waking up and saw the three of them had gone on a trip together. It was the exact itinerary he had spent days planning for them. Tony felt a wave of disappointment, but still gave the post a like. A few days passed. Tony got his university acceptance letter. That's when the girls suddenly came to find him, saying they could all go to school together. They invited Tony to dinner to celebrate. Tony decided to treat it as his final goodbye, but when they arrived at the restaurant, they found Mike was already waiting there. The girls said they had to shop for school supplies with Mike, so they asked him to join. Even though they knew Tony couldn't eat spicy food, they still ordered Mike's favorite spicy hot pot with the hottest broth. Mike, knowing Tony couldn't handle spice, deliberately gave him a big bowl of it. Tony didn't want to eat it, but when he saw the girls' unhappy expressions, he forced himself to eat. His stomach problems quickly flared up again. One of the girls finally looked a little worried, but Mike used the moment to play the victim, easily earning their sympathy. Tony had no choice but to run to the car to take his medicine. But when Mike and the girls got in the car afterward, Tony was in too much pain to drive. The girls said he was faking it to get attention. Even so, Tony still drove them to the mall. At the mall, they helped Mike pick out tons of new clothes. When Tony walked over carrying the clothes, one of the girls asked why he bought such thick jackets. Another friend quickly said it was because they were going on a trip soon. Tony didn't respond. Later that day, Tony got a call from his parents saying his college gift had arrived. Excited, he rushed downstairs to get the package. But when he got there, he saw that Mike had already opened it. Mike said he liked the violin inside and asked Tony to give it to him. Tony didn't respond. So Mike started taunting him, saying he would take everything Tony had. Tony rushed forward to grab the violin, but Mike smashed it to the ground. Tony snapped. He punched Mike to the floor in a rage because that violin was a gift from his grandmother and meant everything to him. But that scene was seen by the girls at just the wrong moment.